I can't really tell you how I started playing baseball. I just picked up the bat and wanted to hit the ball. And I just love going out there and catching the ball and just throwing guys out. That's all I got. My high school coach at OBJ, he had suggested that I play for the RBI team that we had because I was just looking for somewhere to play. And then he had told me about the regional team and I tried out and they liked me. I met a lot of good guys. Like, they showed me what it takes to be great. My senior year, I was just having a good game. And apparently there was a scout there. He was the recruiting coach for Houston-Tillerson. And within a week, I was visiting.
He's probably one of the most athletic players I've ever recruited. His just raw ability, strength, speed. He looks like a football player. And so right from the get-go, I knew he was a great kid, a great student, great athlete, and someone that is coachable, someone who's just ready to develop and hungry for that.
And Coach Chase, he offered me on that visit. And I've been playing baseball for Houston-Tillerson for 2 years now. My freshman year at Houston-Tillerson, my mom had stage 3 breast cancer, and she had it for almost 2 years. And the doctors were saying that it was shrinking and we were beating it. And then it got way bad and they just couldn't help her anymore. And we just buried her back in February.
Going into my sophomore year of college, in June of 2015, my mother was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. Ultimately, my mom passed away in May of 2016. The people I had to rely on, to fall back on, was my teammates and coaches. That's part of the reason I got into coaching and give that back, what they gave me. Right after my mom passed away, I got a tattoo on my bicep, John 13:7. And the verse reads, Jesus replied, "You do not understand what I'm doing now, but one day you will." And for me, once I met Jeremiah and got to know him, and once his mom passed away, that was when I knew why I went through that was to help mentor Jeremiah.
Coach Chase has helped me maybe more than anybody else. He was telling me that it's hard to get up sometimes and do some things sometimes, but you have to have that strength and just keep going. All I can do is just keep making her proud. I love my family more than anything. The only thing I love more than them is my love for God. I've gotten closer to him these past couple months.
My faith, that's something I'm not scared to share, and especially throughout my mom's battle. Her faith during that time period was very inspirational, motivational, and so for me, your faith does matter, and who you surround yourself with matters also. Faith piece to RBI is one of the best things that I align with, and then you get to promote it through the game of baseball and softball, and we are coaching the 18U RBI Austin regional team. So I was asked to fill this role in April of this past year, and it just so happened that Jeremiah was staying here for the summer. He lives close by, definitely helps me coach the outfielders. He's great with the hitters as well. But the biggest thing is he's a great leader. He's a great mentor for these kids.
Everything is always faith first, and then family, then education, then sports. You gotta stay in the classroom, stay on top of your work, because you could be the best player on the field, but if you don't have good grades, you're not gonna play. RBI was important in my life when I was playing because I was able to see my potential and how far I could go from it.
There's a lot of youth in this area that need the game of baseball. It's a mix of kids that have a different set of problems. Single parent households, financial issues, and it's out of their control. Middle school and high school kids, it's a unique time period of their lives where they can go in any sort of directions, right? They're influenced on a lot of levels, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be tobacco products, vapes. And so to give them, that opportunity to put it into the sport, baseball and softball, something that's bettering themselves while also learning their faith and strengthening that, giving them hope at the end of the day.
RBI is so important to this community because a lot of kids aren't getting the chance to see how good they can be because of the expenses.
You look at how expensive the game of baseball is, you look at the fees and the cost to play. To have RBI in this area to give back and grow the game, I'm here to support that in any way I can.
Now that I'm coaching RBI, it's important to me that I get the chance to give back to the kids that didn't have the chances that I have today. I just want to be better. I want to have a better life. I want to give back to both my parents. And she's still watching me. Like, I know she's watching me right now do this interview, and I can tell you that she's probably smiling and happy for me.